What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm going to do an old school video, basically an unboxing. I have not looked at the Laser Privy American Silver Eagle that came in yet. I've already done a video on the Army Privy, but I got it here anyways. We're going to do a comparison, side by side, the United States U.S. Mint West Point Army Privy versus the Laser Privy. So for those of you who don't know, I pre-ordered or whatever. June 13th was the Army Privy order. So I got that. I already did a video on that. And guys, over 1,000 have already sold on eBay. Okay. And let's say the average profit is over $100. Dude, that's $128,000 people have already made selling the Army Privy American Silver Eagle. And the Laser Privy, I forgot when this came out, but I ordered it and it was available right away. So unlike the Army Privy where you ordered it and it took a while to it actually get shipped or produced and then shipped, and they kind of like messed around with the sale of everything or getting it released. This is what I paid for the Army Privy, and that's when it actually shipped. So July 29th. So we'll get that out here. So that is the packaging here on the left for the Army Privy, and it comes in this blue box. So we'll get this one open, and I'll just do this anyways for those that did not actually watch my Army Privy. Maybe you're interested in comparing the two, but really love the old school blue case, and there it is. All right, and then you're supposed to set the coin up. There's a little ridge in here. I don't know if you guys knew that, but you're supposed to set up like that. And that's how you are supposed to display the coin, which is not focusing very well, but actually we'll probably put it like that. There we go. That looks nicer in the video. All right, so now we're going to open up the Laser Privy, which I just got today. I was supposed to get it yesterday, but I was surprised. They shipped it out right away. Oh, and for those of you that order these, do not throw away the original U.S. Mint shipping box, and do not throw away your receipt, because true collectors, they want that stuff. You can black out your information or whatever, but they want everything original. Okay. All right, let's take a look now at our Laser Privy. All right, and that is how it came, upside down with my receipt. And I'll try and just get the information here. So this shipped out August 21st. And again, paid $5.95 shipping. So $110.95 into this thing. And here we go. So this is the packaging for the laser engraved American Silver Eagle. And the packaging material is identical. All right, and here is the box. And get this bad boy opened up. And here is the certificate. So get these side by side. This already feels cheaper. So the printing on the Army Privy is way more expensive. They definitely spent a little bit more money. And then here is the back. We got Ventress Gibson, and we have Christine McNally, acting director. So there you go. Even though it's a short period of time before both coins were released and sent to the public, we've got two different directors. We had an acting director, and now we have the new director, Ventress Gibson. Okay. Now the coins have sold on eBay as low as $160 and as high as $1,100 for a DCAM 70 perfect grade, and also signed, hand signed by the acting director. So believe it or not, I know it sounds dumb, but those who are really into numismatics, this Army Privy and maybe a few others will be the only ones that are actually signed by Christine McNally, because she's no longer the director. She was just the acting director. So the coins that were signed by her are going to be worth $1,000 plus, because she'll probably never sign another coin again unless later on she becomes the actual director. But this paper stock is cheap. This paper stock is more expensive. So the packaging, the paper stock, they definitely put more money into this. And then my guess is this mint director, who is now the director, no longer an acting director, they're like, nope, that was way too much money. We need to maximize our profits. So they went with the cheaper packaging for the Laser Privy. Okay, so that's if you care about packaging and stuff like that. But again, you're spending $105. Okay, this is different. I've never seen a case like this. Love the little scuff mark up here. This is definitely a made in China case, but it's not that cheap case that comes with the other coins where it was just literally a cardstock. Let's get her open here. So we got American Eagle. Okay, so there's our differences here. Probably should get the coin. Well, we'll do a close-up of the coin. All right, so I prefer this. They call that flocked. The flocking on that case is beautiful. That's what we're used to handling as coin collectors for the US Mint. This feels very aftermarket. I know this is from the US Mint, but this feels like something you get from Temu. Not the coin, but the actual graphics and stuff. It's just kind of cheaply done. And maybe they saved $2, $3, maybe $5 going with this newer packaging than the traditional blue flocked. But just that alone makes that coin or that presentation much nicer. All right, let's take a deep dive or look into the coin itself. The other thing I like about this holder, I'm going to analyze this as a collector. So this has a little thumb area where you can put your thumb in and lift a coin, toss it in your coin booth. Nope. Do it like this, and you can get to the coin very easily and display it nicely. This, with the new Laser Privy, has none of that. Actually, it does. It does. I'm sorry, I didn't see it on the camera. So they put the finger hole up here. So we're going to pry that out, and that is really stuck in there, which is okay. I'd rather have it stuck in there than have the coin dislodged from the case and flopping all around and then the case getting all scratched up. All right, let's take a deep look into here. Let's zoom in. And there we have it, the Laser Privy. All right, beautiful looking coin. My most favorite modern coin design, period. Tried and true, came out in 1986. And we'll dust this off here using the Under Armour shirt here. But the actual, oh, that's great. That dust is inside the capsule. Yeah, thank you, US Mint, for putting dust inside my capsule. Yeah, that one is inside the capsule. That's going to annoy me, but whatever. So this is the reverse. And let's take a look at the coin side by side and see if there's any difference in how this was made at the West Point Mint. So those look identical. And now let's take a look at the obverse. There we go. So they are identical. Now, obviously, the Privy mark on the Army Privy is way more prominent. It's larger. The Laser Privy, what is going on there? There's like a little break. Is that supposed to be like that? You guys see that? All right, so look at the circle. There's no break in the Privy here. But look at the Laser Privy. Is that supposed to have a break in the Privy mark itself? Help me out, guys. Does your coin look like that? Do you have that little break in the circle around the laser beam? I don't know. All I can tell you is they minted 100,000 of these. They sold out. They minted 100,000 of the Army Privy. The Laser Privy seems to be going for about a similar price as the Army Privy as far as people that are reselling. Now, again, this week, this is the first week besides pre-sales that the Army Privy is actually being sold, where people actually have the coin in hand. And a lot of people, you can tell, are thirsty for money. They're just selling it for $1.99. We just saw a recent sale for $1.79 with free shipping. You're not making a lot of money doing that. You would be better off holding, I believe, if you wanted to sell this later on. I feel this coin will go up in value. Again, just comparing it to the V75 version of this coin. I know they only made 75,000 of those, but those all day, every day seem to be trading for like $350, whereas this guy here, the Army Privy, seems to be trading anywhere on average of $200, $210, $250, and this guy here is about $10 less. And it could be because of the packaging, and it also could be because of the Laser Privy. Obviously, the Army Privy is going to be a little more sought after, just because there are millions of Army service men and women, both active and retired, that aren't even coin collectors but would want the Army Privy. But let's take a side view of the capsules. Let's see if the capsules are identical. They are. Is there a ridge in? There is. So there is the ridge, or that security mark, so these don't get, this one's a little wider on the Laser. All right, so the ridge is here on the Army, and it is in the same place on the Laser. So that little ridge there looks to be right where the eye is in Liberty, and it should be the same. Well, it's a little bit below the eye on the Army Privy. So hopefully you guys have ordered this. You've got your coin already, or you're still on the fence and you missed the boat. It's definitely well worth it. I've got my Laser Privy listed for $250. I'm going to hold firm at that just because someone's going to want it. Now I'm going to have to update my listing to now that the packaging is open, and I will update photos and take pictures of the actual coin itself, because what people are looking for, they either want something sealed that hasn't been opened and they want to be the first to open it, or they just want pictures of the actual coin they're going to receive, and they want that coin looking as perfect as possible, and they'll pay up for it too. So if you show really nice photos of this coin, take a little bit more time than just taking a picture of the box, but take actual very accurate, not blurry, but clear photos. Someone will want to pay up for a coin like that. So we'll get this case cleaned up. I probably will open it to remove that speck of dust, because someone's going to think that's on the coin. You can tell the dust that's on the outer part of the capsule, because it shows up as double. Yeah, is that a little hair? What is that? What's going on with that claw? That's definitely a piece of dust, and there's definitely a piece of dust. So that's most likely on the inside part of the capsule. And let's look at it over here. Yeah. So that kind of sucks that dust got in there. You would think it's a very environmentally controlled thing, you know, when these things come out and they put them in the capsule, but it's not. It's not like a microchip factory. They're just stamping out coins, and they had to stamp out 100,000 of these, and you should have seen the tape job they did. Yeah, their tape job, whoever's taping these boxes, you can tell they're doing it by hand, because it's pretty bad. So that it's interesting to me that the U.S. Mint does not have an automatic box taper. So there is an actual mint worker taping 100,000 of these boxes. Can you imagine that job all day? That would suck. So anyways, hopefully this video helps educate you on what's available. I highly recommend this coin. If you want to buy it from me, that'd be great. I'll give you a little sticker, and very much appreciated. But this will be the coin that you will be receiving, and I'll make sure the dust is removed in the capsule itself, which you have to do very carefully, and I'll make sure this is wiped down so there's no more fingerprints on it. But there you have it. So let me know in the comments if you got this coin, if you plan on getting it, If you plan on selling it or if you sold it already, again, if you sell it for 200 and you are not an active eBay seller, meaning you don't have a basic store subscription and you don't list this under bullion, you are going to get charged 13.6% as an eBay selling fee. If you have a basic store subscription like I do, which I sell a lot of stuff on eBay, well over 130, 160 bucks a day, and I've been on eBay for over 20 years. I pay them $27.95 because I have a lot of other stuff that I sell in the store, but I only get charged 7.5% for a coin versus your 13.6%, which means if I'm selling this coin for 200 bucks, I'm paying $15 to eBay to sell it, whereas you will be paying close to $30 to sell this coin. And if you do free shipping and you don't know how to print the label from eBay with the shipping, and you just walk into the post office, and you're going to be paying close to $7, $8 for your shipping, plus $30 to eBay. So that's $38. Let's say you sell this for 180 bucks because you want to get rid of it. You'll sell it really quickly, but 30, 38 plus minus your 180, that's not going to leave you with a lot of profit after you paid the $110.95. So I would hold out and maybe sell it later for 250 bucks. But I get it. A lot of people need the money, and they don't have any plans on opening up an eBay store. But let's be honest, guys. I'm pretty sure anyone that has purchased this from the U.S. Mint, you probably got a lot of coins tucked away that you don't care about that you could easily sell on eBay. And if you want to learn how to do that, I will provide a video at the end of this clip to show you how to properly list a coin on eBay. And I also have other helpful videos to help you even how to ship a coin properly. Even coins under 20 bucks that you can ship for as little now as 74 cents through eBay. You can't ship a coin yourself at the post office for 74 cents with tracking, but you can if you watch my video. So appreciate you guys watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I hope this video has helped you out deciding if you're going to get this or if you're going to get this, or if you're going to get both. I personally am keeping the Army Privy, but I really don't care about the Laser Privy, even though it is going to be a rare coin. Again, I think the 100,000 mintage, official mintage, makes it the 5th rarest coin that the U.S. Mint has made as far as American Silver Eagles go. So we'll leave it at that. You guys have a good rest of your day, and hopefully you enjoyed this video and educated you. Talk to you in the next one. Bye-bye.